Greetings, and I hope you are having a wonderful day today. Today, I want to share with you how to set goals and actually achieve them, even when life happens. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, a health esteem coach, and a life transformation coach. And before we talk about achieving your goals, I want to talk about the top 3 things that get in the way of you achieving your goals. Number 1 is your goals might not be specific enough. What I mean by that is sometimes we set such broad goals that we get overwhelmed. And when we're overwhelmed, we don't know actually where to start. Or we get started, but we really don't know what the end product looks like. Or we know what the end product looks like, but it's so overwhelming we don't get started. So it's kind of this never-ending vicious cycle. That's number 1. Number 2 is you don't have a strong enough why. What I mean by this is your reason to accomplish that goal isn't strong enough that you'll actually stick with it. We'll talk about that in just a little bit more in a little bit. Number 3 is that you actually chose the wrong track to meet the goal. Meaning you know what the goal is, but you actually don't know the process of accomplishing it. So those are the 3 main reasons that I see people unable to reach their goals. So let's talk about the flip side of that. If you want to achieve your goals, even when life happens, even when there are bumps in the road, if you have the reverse of those 3 things, meaning your goal is very specific, you know exactly what you are trying to accomplish, you will actually be able to get there. Even if you have this big, audacious goal, if you know all the little steps and all the little details to reaching it, you're going to get there. Because the big goal is going to have little steps or little milestones where you can achieve and celebrate a small win so that you stay on track with getting to the big win. Let's use weight loss as an example because that's something a lot of people can relate to. Let's just say weight loss. If you are trying to lose 50 pounds, obviously you're not going to lose 50 pounds overnight. It took a while for you to put that weight on. It's going to take little moments each week and choices each day for you to reach that goal. But if you stick with small goals and celebrate small wins, you're going to get to that 50 pounds. Let's take a look at that. So 50 pounds, that can be a little overwhelming, but if you focus on drinking water each day instead of soda, if you focus on portion size each day instead of just eating everything in sight, if you focus on actually getting sleep, because studies show that people who don't sleep well tend to be more overweight. Those are 3 things that you can do on a daily basis and celebrate each day that will get you to your big goal. So if you have a specific goal, 50 pounds in the next year, and you have little goals along the way, you're going to stay motivated because you can measure those goals. You can measure those accomplishments. But if your goal is too broad and you don't have little goals along the way, it's hard to stay motivated. Now let's go ahead and talk about a strong why. Let's use that same example of weight loss. Losing 50 pounds because somebody else tells you to is not going to be a strong enough reason for you to stay in the game. You have to want to do it for you. And it really even can't be about how you want to look. It needs to be more about how you want to feel. Because sometimes the scale might not change, and that can be disheartening. But looking at, did you lose inches that week? Did you feel stronger that week? Did your stamina improve that week? These are also measurable goals that the scale isn't going to reflect. So if your focus on losing 50 pounds is because you want to be able to go up and down the steps without losing your breath, if you want to lower your A1C and maybe not take medication for diabetes, if you want to lower your blood pressure and not have your heart work so hard, and maybe even get off of blood pressure medication because you're more fit and you feel better, those are more longer lasting motivators than losing 50 pounds because somebody else wants you to do it, or because you're trying to achieve an image in a magazine that's been photoshopped. The reason of your goal is really important, and it has to be strong enough to carry you through. Number 3, you're on the wrong track, meaning you're on the wrong way of doing things to accomplish the goal. We'll use that same example of weight loss. If you want to lose 50 pounds, but you're eating fast food every day, you're on the wrong track. Now, I'm not saying you can't eat fast food ever, but you have to account for that. And eating fast food every day and drinking milkshakes every day and eating 3 scoops of ice cream every night, that's not going to reach you to your goal. You're on the wrong track with your food plan. So let's just recap a little bit. If you want to reach your goals, you have to have a specific goal in mind. And you might even need to break that down into more little specific goals to meet the big thing. Lots of goals that are really big don't get achieved because it's overwhelming. To make it a little bit more realistic and doable and to keep you motivated, break that big goal down into little goals. And you will have much more success because you can chart that progress along the way. Also, if you're trying to achieve a goal that really isn't your goal, but it's somebody else's, you're not going to stick with it because it's not yours. It's not important to you. It's not a top priority. So your goals have to be your goals. And I emphasize the your. If you're doing something for somebody else, whether it's weight loss, whether it's a career path, whether it's you get married or you stay single, those choices are yours. Empower yourself, equip yourself, love yourself enough to, and respect yourself enough to go after the goals you want, not what somebody else wants, because you're not going to be happy. And it's going to be really, really hard to stay motivated to do a goal that you don't even want to do. Number 3, get on the right track. If you're trying to earn a degree, you can't be in a program that doesn't get that requirement. You have to be on the career path or the course schedule to meet that degree. If you don't want to go to college and you want to learn a trade, then why are you in college when you could be an apprentice? You see, you have to be on the track that's going to get you to where you want to be. And if you don't know what that track is, talk to somebody who is where you want to be. Find out what they did to get to where they want to be. That's called a mentor. A mentor is somebody who's going to help you. You already know what you want. They can't make that decision for you, but they're going to show you the steps to get where you want to be. So you see, if you have a goal and you want to stick with it and you want to stay on track and actually achieve your goal, it has to be specific. You have to want it. And you got to be on the right track to get there. I hope this helps. And the reason I want to go through this with you is because so many times around this time of January, people are pulling off of their resolutions and they're saying to themselves, oh, I can't stick with it. I can't stay with it. And they fall off and they get really disappointed and they get really disheartened about it. And if that's you, if I'm speaking your language right now, then I want you to go through what I just said. Is your goal specific enough? Is your goal what you want to accomplish? And are you on the right track? Now, if you are looking to set some health goals and you need help with that, I am happy to have that conversation with you. I'm happy to learn what you want to accomplish in your wellness and in your health journey. That's what I do, and I can help you with that. So you can private message me, you can comment below, just reach out. I'm happy to help you achieve your health goals. And if it's a different type of goal, a career goal, maybe a change in career, maybe a retirement path, whatever it might be, go through that. Make your goal specific. Know why you are doing what you are doing and make the goal yours. And then find out the track that you need to be on to get that goal accomplished. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.